Okay, so here I am now, still in my shed. I haven't actually left. I've, as I said in the last bit of my previous episode, I've taken a little bit of a break and decided to come back in. So what this episode is going to be, I'm going to start putting in the bridge and tailpiece. So I figured while I'm here as well, seeing as the template's all attached, I might as well get my pickups routed as well, because, well, it's all there. So it makes no difference. Everything does line up and everything's fine. Like, I've checked myself about 1,000,000 times on my centre line. So yeah, that is definitely going to be the plan for this episode. So get the bridge tailpiece installed. Install the nut because I've got a little bit of finessing to do on it, because I don't actually have to shape any of the nut. Like, it's just where the nut sits. I need to do a little bit of leveling off. And yeah, so I'm going to get the camera mounted on top and get my bridge and tailpiece installed. Alrighty, so I've got everything set up as I just showed there. Now, got my new drill bit, and I've decided to do masking tape as a depth guide. This is mainly because lighting's not that great at the minute, because obviously I haven't got a proper blackout blind, so the natural light's coming through. So this is going to be the easiest way for me to determine where it needs to go. So before I carry on, so when I attached this, I made sure that I got the neck sort of sat here, measured it. It's probably through about the third time. This is definitely 24 3/4 where this bridge is. So I'm going to hook my tooms up and get these holes drilled. So my plan is obviously do it. I've done it. The width of this, is 5.5 mil, which is the exact same as the holes that were created. I need to go to 12 mil. Well, it's 12.5 for it to sit in flush, so I'm thinking do 12 mil that I can hammer them in, and you know they won't move. I've just realised I'm not going to install the actual slugs themselves, because obviously I need to do my bridge ground. So look, I've just remembered that. Anyway, get these holes drilled. So obviously this masking tape is for, not including this template, so I'm not going to do that anymore. That's just so I've got a guide. Anyway. Okay, so about using this forstner bit. It's actually worked really well, so I'm going to go, I think I'm going to do the same as what I did with this neck pocket. So I'll go down just to the bottom of the Zebrano, and then that way I can get my router on there easier. This is going to be interesting. Now you see, that went so much better than my practice build. Probably because I actually kept the template on when I did that for the forstner bits. But ayo. Now I need to be very, very careful at this point. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to put my goggles and everything on. By the way, when I speak about vibrations, doing that bit hurt my wrist. So hence why these go on. Right, I'm just going to pause the footage right here because I don't want you guys to I don't want to fast forward this because I've just realised I need to double check something. So I'm going to carry on doing what I was doing in a second, alright? So I stopped there because I realised, never actually checked the max depth that I need to go. So in reality the max depth is 60mm, so now I know that, I'm going to carry on. Yeah, I realise my mistake, don't worry. Right, so now at the point where I'm getting through to the ash, so I'm going to put my respirator on again. Okay. I'm at the point where the double bearing is running perfectly flush around here. So I'm going to pause the footage and I'm going to clean everything up and move on to the bridge pickup. So, be away shortly. Right, so I'm going to get back at it now. So I'm working on the bridge pickup. I've already set my depth and everything, so it's just clearing the Zebrano in the areas where my forcer bit didn't get. Right, press play on my tunes, let's get cracking. There we go. Whew. Well, battery's just died on the router, but oh, hang on. Apparently a bit of soda got up my nose just then. Yeah, that is now screwed up here. You'll probably see it. Like it's a little, you might not. It's a little bit of a dip here, but the joys of pickups around is why I very rarely direct mount my pickups, if I'm honest. That's why I never thought about it for this. Because if I screw up, then, you know, it's hidden. Anyway, I'm going to stop the footage here because obviously if my 4 amp battery needs charging, I'm not going to use the 2 amp because I need to use that to clean all this mess up. But the good thing is, just then, let's have a look. Yep, so both the bearings are now running. Yeah, might have to keep the tempo on a little bit longer. It's all right. Yeah, I need to go down a little bit more. It's all right. Go down a little bit more because the bearing is still slightly on the template, so it's almost on the Zebrano. And that'll be the point where I take the template off. So yeah, I'm going to stop this footage here and carry on tomorrow. There's a bit that you don't see all the time, so you see all this mess. I'm gonna clean it up, but yeah, quite funny. Thank God I haven't dust extractor, because I did not want to do that by hand. Right, well, I'm going to try my hardest not to talk too much right now, because I'm editing my footage, and the raw footage alone is over an hour. So, yeah, fun times. Anyway, measured this out, I've got down to about 13 mil, and I checked it off camera just, and I need to go down a little bit more, probably another, say 4 mil, I think I worked it out at, to be able to get this double bearing to run across it. Now, I'm going to get to the point, obviously, with this template on, you can probably see on the side of my, there we go. So I'm pretty much at the, you know, max depth for this with this bit on. So, yeah, see what happens. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'm going to get cracking with this one. That is as far down as I can go with this router with the template on. Obviously I'm going to be able to get down another 9 mil. Yeah. Sorry, my eyes are shocking today. So the lighting's not the greatest today neither, again. Yeah. So another 9 mil I'll be able to get down, and then quite possibly I'll have, well, more than definitely, I will have to use my 32 mil bit. Tell you what, I'm going to test that off. No, I'm not going to speed that bit up. I'm going to test it off camera because I've been at this for like 20 minutes now. And yeah, so depending on what I do, I may take the template off, might carry on with the 32 mil bit, but we'll see what happens. Right, well, I had a sudden genius moment. Don't know why I didn't think of this. It's alright, I've covered myself in glue because my original bottle of super glue's run out and that new stuff is shocking. Anyway, what you probably can tell is I've double stacked the templates because I realised, well, hang on a minute, so that I can at least get this first lot done, like I've got a lot of room to be able to drop this. I think I've got, let's have a look. Yeah, so you can see there. Oh, let's have a look, where am I? Yeah, so you can see how much I've got there to be able to drop it. Now that is the perfect amount of, well, just a bit more drop than I need to be able to get this bearing to run across this top template. So I'm going to do exact same as what I did there. Now the only thing is, doing what I did on those two there has taken like 2 bars of this battery up. So I think I'm going to get them as far as I can until that battery dies. As soon as that battery dies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bridge and tailpiece installed, because obviously I just need my normal I need my drill for that. I don't need anything else. So once that battery dies, I will go and pop it on charge and then do all the rest of that work, and then hopefully come back to it. And you know, as I say, this is going to be too long. I actually cut out my unboxing on my last episode because with that unboxing it took it to like nearly 43 minutes and it's just way too long. Anyway, I keep talking too much in these. I'm going to put everything on and get cracking on just drilling down a bit more on this. I'm going to do some more routing. I've not had much luck with this for a bit, so let's see if I've got it right this time. Might just be me. Warm with that one. Right. Now let's look at this properly. Sorry, I couldn't do it with everything on. About 23. Oh wow, that one got down further. 24. Yeah, so barely gone down an extra millimetre on this one. So kind of just carried on because I was enjoying myself. You know what? I've not done too bad at all with them. Again, this is like the first pickup cavity that I've ever routed, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So there's no point right now carrying on doing these pickup routes because this battery is nearly dead. So that was actually good timing. I'm doing all that a lot. So I'm going to pause the footage here, go pop that battery on charge, clean up a little bit, and what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to try and keep these two templates on together, and then I can get to doing the bridge and tailpiece holes. Gosh, can't get my words out. Bridge and tailpiece holes, there we go. Right, so I'll talk to you soon. Right, well, that's everything taken inside. It's all on charge now, and I had to take one of my drill batteries as well because this was on its way out as well, but luckily this one's fully charged. So I'm actually really proud of how these have turned out. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So I've taken the templates off because I realised that, you know, I don't actually need them now because obviously I can do all this lot. And yeah, so now it's time to drill these. So looking at how far this has gone in, so I've just checked it. It's not gone that far. It's probably gone half. Not even halfway, so minus 9 millimeters because I went down, so probably about 3 mil. Obviously, to make sure that these were straight, the most logical thing to do would be to use a drill press. Now, obviously with my lack of power in the shed, a traditional drill press wouldn't work, and because of the chuck on this, or because of this, I bought a manual drill press, and I did everything I could to try and get that thing to work, but I didn't want to play. I even bought an extension to this, and that was still too wide. So what I did was, I've not given up on it because eventually, you know, I might be able to get a drill one day that's the right size for it. But I got one of these, so it's just a. Sorry, my camera. There we go. So it's a Wolfcraft drill guide. Never actually used one, so I'm hoping this is going to work. I have seen people use these before, so I know that they are good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, anyway. Also, what I have, I've got my other drill bits out, but I also have these as well, so there's step drill bits. So probably once I get to the depth, probably I might switch that around. I don't know yet. It's all kind of winging it. But anyway, I'm going to try and stop talking now and get cracking with this drilling. the footage for this episode here because this is going to be a long one again. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to you in a sec. I'm going to just clean up a little bit and yeah. Well, I've just checked all the holes and they are all the correct depth, so I'm quite happy with that. As you saw, I managed to do the majority of the pickup routes. I realised I was taking forever as well, so that's the other reason why I stopped. And yeah, as you saw doing the bridge holes, I started with that Wolfcraft guide, but I don't know. I actually feel like they're alright, like looking at them. Like, I've done pretty well to say I've just done it by hand. I felt a lot more comfortable with it, doing it by hand, so... But again, I suppose it's, you know, things I've never done before. So, I'm going to leave episode 7 here, and I'm actually going to work on episode 8. This is nice, like... I'm glad that I booked this week off specifically for doing GGBO, because, yeah, I've managed to get a lot done, and I'm working on a 3rd episode, so... Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one, but for now... As always, my social links are down in the description below, so I've got Facebook and Instagram on there. Feel free to like and follow the pages. As always as well, the link to the GGBO website is in there, so if you just want to follow my build on that specifically, click the link, go into the menu bar at the top right, GGBO 2022 contestants. My God, I can't talk sometimes. Scroll down to kit builds, and then scroll down to my profile, and you can follow me on there as well. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Yeah, I was just thinking then, is there anything I've forgotten? But no, it's all good. So, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next.